Hello students from Karnataka PU board, second PUC chemistry model question paper 4 we are going to solve. The first question is the main component of cell wall of plants. In plants the main component of cell wall is cellulose. Second, desalination of seawater is carried out by the process of reverse osmosis. And in this reverse osmosis, the membrane, semi-permeable membrane used is cellulose acetate. Remember that. Now, the third question, identify the incorrect statement regarding this coordination complex. So, this coordination compound is a low spin complex because ammonia is a strong ligand. It is a diamagnetic because it's responsible for the pairing of electron. Its geometry is octahedral and its hybridization is D2sp3 but not sp3d2. So incorrect statement is option B. Fourth question, the alcohol that reacts immediately with Lucas reagent. Lucas reagent, that is anhydrous zinc chloride and HCl. The alcohol reacts immediately with Lucas reagent is tertiary, and among the four options the tertiary alcohol is 2-methyl propan 2-ol. Fifth question, factors that change the presence of catalyst during chemical reaction is activation energy EA of the reaction. Sixth question, the amine which forms isocyanide with chloroform and alcoholic KOH is primary amine, and among them primary amine is benzamine. Choose the weakest acid. Children, fluorine, presence of fluorine makes the carboxylic acid more acidic in nature because it is highly electronegative. As the number of fluorine atom increases in the carboxylic acid, acidity increases. So these two are the strongest acids. Now come to these two. This is a simple acetic acid, and in this you can find there is a two methyl groups, and methyl group is electron donating group. So in the presence of electron donating group, acidity decreases. So this is the weakest acid among the four. Now statement 1, the cell potential becomes half if the cell reaction is divided by 2 throughout. No children, it is not going to become half, it will be remains unchanged. And statement 2, cell voltage is an extensive property. It is also wrong, it is an intensive property. So here both the statements are incorrect, so option A is the right answer for this question. Next question we have, which of the following cannot be prepared from Gabriel thalamide synthesis? So aromatic amines cannot be prepared, so aniline cannot be prepared by this method. 10th, oxidation number of iron in this complex. So the coordination number is 6 because it has two types of didentate ligands, three didentate ligands, that is oxalate ion. So oxidation number is coordination number is 6 and oxidation number is 3, ferric it is. 11th question, the formation of cyanohydrin from a ketone is an example of. So cyanohydrin gives a cyanide ion, that is nucleophile, so it's a nucleophilic addition reaction. Chlorobenzene react with sodium hydroxide at 623 Kelvin and 300 atmosphere followed by acidic hydrolysis gives phenol, and it is a Dawes process. Now the pair of ions that has the same electronic configuration among is Fe3 plus and Mn2 plus, both have D5 electronic configuration. 14th question, the mixture that forms maximum boiling azeotrope is water and nitric acid because water and nitric acid have strong force of attraction among them. And pick the correct increasing boiling point of the following. So increasing order. So as the number of carbon atom increases, boiling point is going to increase, and as the branching increases, boiling point decreases. So here propan 2 3 carbon has a low boiling point, then butane 1 2 all and butane 1 all both have same number of carbon atom, but in butane 2 all you can find branching, so it is having less boiling point. Then pentane have 5 carbon atom, it has highest boiling point. Let us see the filling the blanks. When non-volatile solute is added to pure solvent, the freezing point of the solvent is going to decrease. Hafnium and zirconium has almost identical radii because of lanthanide contraction. Haloalkanes react with KCN to form cyanide. Cyanide as a major product. Hydroxyl derivative of alkanes are called as alcohols. Carbohydrates yields 2 to 10 monosaccharides units on hydrolysis. They are called oligosaccharides. Now come to part B. 21 question, very easy. To prepare methyl iodide from Finn-Clinton reaction, here is the reaction is mentioned. You can refer and write for the exam. 22 question, what is half-life of a reaction? Time taken to complete the reaction by 50% is called as half-life. It is represented by T half. Next we have list two nitrogen bases commonly found in both DNA and RNA, commonly found adenine, guanine and cytosine. Two characteristics of interstitial compounds, they have high melting point, they're very hard and they are chemically inert. Williamson's ether synthesis general reaction, sodium alkoxide reacts with alkyl halide that follows SN2 mechanism to form ether and sodium halide. Now come to part C from inorganic chemistry. Three postulates of oneness theory, very easy. That coordination compound metal ion has two types of valency, primary valency and secondary valency. That is the first postulate. Primary valency is ionizable and secondary valency is non-ionizable. Primary valency responsible for the oxidation state, secondary valency responsible for the coordination number. Simple notes of each and every chapter I have provided. You can check in my YouTube videos. You will definitely get the easy and best notes for the preparation of second PUC exam. Next we have three differences between lanthanides and octanides, very easy, that also I have provided. Using VBC, valence bond theory, for NiCl4 2- hybridization is sp3, geometry is tetrahedral and magnetic properties paramagnetic. These three reactions are given from potassium dichromate preparation, very easy, you can write it very easily. Next we have 30th question from inorganic chemistry. Explain the formation of metal carbon sigma bond. Metal carbon sigma bond basically forms by the donation of lone pair of electrons or on carbonyl carbon to the vacant d orbital of the metal. The electron, lone pair of electron present on the carbon, they goes to metal d orbital, that forms sigma bond. And similarly metal carbon pi bond is formed due to the donation of pair of electron from d orbital of the metal to the carbon, from the d orbital of the metal to the carbon. So metal carbon sigma bond, it is due to the donation of lone pair of electrons present on the carbonyl carbon to the vacant d orbital of the metal. Similarly, metal carbon pi bond is formed due to the donation of pair of electrons present on the metal d orbital to the anti-penultimate shell of the carbonyl carbon. This way they are going to form. 31st question from physical chemistry. Derivation of first order reaction is very easy. There are two derivations, zero order and first order. One is compulsory question. You can practice and definitely you can get the marks. 32 question, they have given one graph. Now we need to find out A. Here A is a weak electrolyte and B is a strong electrolyte. And among the two, which we cannot be able to find out the limiting molar conductivity from this graph, and we cannot find out about weak electrolytes. Next we have ideal solution, very easy question. Solutions which obeys Raoult's law and two characteristics, delta H mix is equal to 0, delta V mix is equal to 0, easily you can write. Then galvanic cells are the cells which convert chemical energy by redox reaction into electrical energy. The two half reactions at anode and cathode I have mentioned, you can refer. Now come to part D, organic chemistry. First question 35A. What are organometallic compounds? Organometallic compounds are the compounds in which organic halides Rx reacts with certain metals like magnesium to form organometallic compound. For example, Grignard reagent. Here you can find carbon metal bond formation takes place, and the question follows. It says how Grignard reagent reacts with water. So Grignard reagent reacts with water to form alkanes. Next we have B question. IUPAC, name of the major product obtained when anisole, this is anisole reacts with anisole undergo Friedel-Crafts methylation, and mention the catalyst. When anisole undergo Friedel-Crafts methylation, it gives 4-methoxyacetophenone and catalyst anhydrous aluminum chloride. Next question is 36th question. Illustrate the preparation of glucose from starch. This is the formula of the starch, C6H10O5 N times. Starch is a polysaccharide. On hydrolysis with n number of molecules, it gives n number of C6H12O6, that is glucose. Next we have a structure of glycine. Glycine is a simple amino acid with one amino group with carboxyl group, and both are hydrogen. It is a chiral amino acid, and the number of peptide bonds present in glycine alanine is a dipeptide, and the number of peptide bonds formed between them is 1. Vitamin deficiency causes convulsion is vitamin B6 pyridoxine. Next question is, how is benzene converted into benzaldehyde by Gutterman-Koch reaction? When benzene reacts with carbon monoxide and HCl in the presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride and CuCl2, it will convert to benzaldehyde. It's a Gutterman-Koch reaction. Next, write the chemical reaction. Write the chemical equations of Wolff-Kistner reduction of ethanol. Ethanol is a 2-carbon aldehyde. In Wolff-Kistner reduction, it reacts with hydrazine NH2NH2. There is a release of water between them. Then there is a formation of intermediate. Then on reacting with KOH and ethylene glycol, it gives ethane, hydrocarbon ethane, with the release of nitrogen gas. Next question is, chemical composition of tolerance reagent is ammonical silver nitrate. Ammonical silver nitrate. 38th question. Mention 3 factors which decides the basic strength of alkyl amine in aqueous solution. The 3 factors includes positive inductive effect, solvation, and steric hindrance. B is how aniline is obtained from nitrobenzene. So nitrobenzene on reduction in the presence of catalyst palladium, nitro group is converted into amine group. Next, 39th question, mention the hybridization of carbon to which hydroxyl group means OH group, bonded to allylic alcohol. In allylic alcohol, the carbon to which alcohol is linked is sp3, in phenol sp2, in vinylic sp2. Okay, then we have a question, how do you prepare aspirin from salicylic acid? This is salicylic acid on treating with acetic anhydride, there is a formation of aspirin, acetyl salicylic acid. Then 40th question, what is the final organic product obtained when hydrolysis of benzamide? This is benzamide on hydrolysis, it will give benzoic acid with the release of ammonia gas. Next question B is, how do the electron donating group and electron withdrawing group affects the acidic strength of carboxylic acid? In the presence of electron withdrawing group like nitro group, acidity increases, and in the presence of electron donating group like methyl group, acidity decreases. Then the composition of soda lime is sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide. Now come to last part of this question paper, numericals. First question, we have time requires to decompose thionyl chloride to half of its initial amount is 60 minutes. If the decomposition is first order reaction, calculate the rate constant. So this is a formula, rate constant K is equal to 0.693 divided by T half. When you substitute, this is the answer. Now remaining question, numericals I have solved. Let me show you. This is from electrochemistry. A solution of NiNO3 twice is electrolyzed between platinum electrode using 5 ampere for 20 minutes. What is the mass of nickel deposited at cathode? So first of all, you find out Q. Q is equal to current I into T. Current is 5 ampere. Time is 20 minutes. Convert into seconds. You will get 6000 coulomb. Now we know the standard reaction Ni2 plus gains 2 electrons to convert into 1 mole of nickel. So 2 electrons means 2 Faraday, which is equal to 1 mole of Ni. 2 Faraday means 2 into 96,500. That gives 58.70 grams of nickel will be deposited. Now if you pass 6000 coulomb, how much nickel is going to deposit? If you pass 2 into 96,500 coulomb, 58.7 grams of nickel is going to deposit. If you, according to the question, 6000 coulomb deposits how much nickel? When you calculate, you will get 1.82 grams. Remaining numericals I have solved here. For example, 43 question to find out Kf value of water. So this is a formula, depression in freezing point formula. So you'll get the answer here. Then 43 question from electrochemistry to find out the electrode potential at pH 10. So in that, according to this reaction, N value, number of electron value will be 1. pH 10, nothing but hydrogen ion concentration is 10 to the power of minus 10 molar. Use the Nernst equation and substitute, and remember, for standard hydrogen electrode, E naught value will be 0. When you substitute, you will get this answer, because log 1 by 10 to the power of minus 10 is 10. So electrode potential will be minus 0.59 volts, minus 0.59 volts. Similarly, 44 question is a relative lowering of vapor pressure. Relative lowering of vapor pressure, we need to calculate the molar mass of the solute. So mass of the solute is given in the question 18.1 gram. Molar mass of the solvent is 18. Vapor pressure of pure water is 92. Mass of solvent given 100 grams, and vapor pressure of solution is 87. You will get 59.9 grams per mole. One more numerical is related to chemical kinetics to find out the activation energy. Here K2 rate constant, K2 is given 0.07 and K1 is 0.02. R value is substitute. Final temperature is 700, initial temperature is 500. This main formula you have to use. Log K2 by K1 is equal to A by 2.303 R into T2 minus T1 divided by T1 into T2. So when you substitute, calculate this, you will get log 3.5. Log 3.5 value is 0.5440. So when you calculate EA will be 18,228 joules per mole. So here are the solutions of all the questions. I hope it is going to be useful to you. Thank you, students.